Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rukaha Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught us this truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay, real quick, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 1. It says, Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Okay.
I knew it wasn't good because there was 8 to 10 shots in a row. So either somebody was shooting something out their back door, like maybe a critter, or it was something else going down. And I thought this. I didn't think it was police at first because I didn't hear any. I didn't hear sirens or anything going on.
At that time, the subject refused to come out. Our officers decided that they were going to breach the garage door, and when they lifted up the garage door, shots were fired at our officers, who returned fire. One of our officers was injured. He was shot in the hand with non-life-threatening injuries.
Today I simply do not have the words.
Real quick, these are evils. Okay. Evil is a compound word meaning bad times. Okay. These are evils that are uh, growing in the earth today, man. All right. And why are evils growing in the earth? Well, because the scriptures tell us that the earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. Okay. And who is the wicked? Right. There are three classifications of men. There is the sons of God, which is the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, that make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right. There are the sons of men, which is these other nations, okay, these other heathen nations that the Lord is not dealing with. And then there's the sons of the wicked, okay, which is modernly known as the so-called white man, okay, the white race, the Edomites, okay, and again, they are not white. All right. Ain't nobody walking this earth white. And if anyone was white, meaning pure, it would be the nation of Israel. Okay. And there's no one walking this earth that is black. All right. And if they were, meaning dark, evil, void of light, it would be none other than the so called white man, whose biblical name is Esau Edom. Okay. The father of the Edomites, the father of the wicked. All right. This is why the earth is growing in evil. All right, you know what? I had a scripture, but let me grab a different scripture, man, because of what I said. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12. It says, And because iniquity shall abound, okay, abound meaning to grow, all right, and iniquity is growing because the wicked is in power. It says, And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, okay, wax meaning to grow as well, okay. So there is no love out here. Okay, this is a family killing family. It says Iowa shooting spree leaves 7 deceased after suspect. Salakia. 9 o'clock, right? It says Iowa shooting spree leaves 7 deceased. That's a complete number. 7. Okay, this is a whole family, a whole house. It says leaves 7 deceased after suspect targeted family members. All right. Again, Matthew 12. Salakia, Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Okay, there is no love out here, all right, unless you are amongst the brothers. Hey, and Thawada Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, for brothers, okay, because we're living in an evil world, man, all right, and these evils are growing and growing and growing as we get closer and closer and closer to the end. All right, real quick, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Perilous meaning dangerous, okay, skeptical, iffy, right? For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Okay, ain't no telling why this happened. Ain't no telling who said what to who lied to someone about something, who kept poking the bear, pushing the needle, or pushing the envelope, right? It says without natural affection. That's not natural for you to unalive your entire family. Okay? Truce breakers, false accusers, right? Liars. That's all these niggas do out here. All right? Just tell lies. In order for them to just be worried about themselves, they would have to just tell lies. Can't tell you the truth. It says without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, right? Fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, right? Proud, okay? And the Lord is coming to bring all the proud low, man. All right? It says traitors, heady. Here, let's look at this word heady real quick, and I'm gonna let the video play. Salakia. Strong's G 4312. Propetes. 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 It says to fall forwards, headlong, sloping, reckless. It says to descend from a higher place to a lower, to fall, right? And again, the brother, the elder brother Kadash, always talking about the word trouble, right? A mental agitation, right? Hey, and that's what's happening, man. The people are being troubled mentally. They are not stable. Okay, the scriptures tell us that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. All right, and our people are so far away from the truth that it's fucked up. Here, let's read this. It says metaphorically, to fall under judgment came under condemnation. Okay, to descend from an erect to a prostrate position, to fall down. Okay, there's a lot more in here, but I don't want to get all of it.
This act of evil and what it has done to our community. First and foremost, there is not an active threat.
You know what? One more scripture, man. Just because he said that. All right. Because our people don't know who brings this evil, man. Hey, but you're going to learn today. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. It says, I form the light. This is the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai speaking, man. Okay, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh, do all these things, man. Okay, the Lord is the one that's bringing this evil upon the people. All right, contrary to what you've been taught or what you believe or what your churches or your parents teach you, the Lord is the one that brings the evil, man.
To our community. Today, Monday, June 1st, 2026, at approximately 12:12 p.m., Muscom received a report of a shooting at 210 Park Avenue in Muscatine. Officers and emergency medical personnel were dispatched immediately. Upon arrival, officers located 4 victims inside the residence. All 4 victims had suffered gunshot wounds and were pronounced deceased at scene. The adult male suspect had left the residence prior to law enforcement's arrival, but was quickly identified as Ryan Willis McFarland, 52 years, Muscatine, Iowa. Officers located McFarland on the Riverfront Trail near the pedestrian bridge. While talking to Ryan Willis McFarland, he took his own life. Officers and EMS personnel rendered aid. However, he was pronounced deceased at the scene. During the initial stages of the investigation, information was developed indicating that there may be additional victims. Officers subsequently located an adult male deceased from an apparent gunshot wound inside his residence at 1509 Mill Street in Muscatine, Iowa. Officers then responded to a business located at 808 Grandview Avenue, where they discovered another male deceased from an apparent gunshot wound. The preliminary investigation indicates the shooting stemmed from a domestic dispute. At this time, all victims are believed to be family members of the deceased.